Any bad experience that you have when you were working in a retail store? Like any lady that came and she wasn't really happy with what
Oh
she
my
got?
God, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
The location we were in at Atwater, oh my gosh, the amount of things that could have gone wrong, that went wrong, woo, they all went wrong. But do you want to know one experience in specific?
Yeah, let's go.
I'll never forget this experience I had with a customer. So I was at the Atwater store and I was working alone at this point.
Yeah.
And it was like rush hour. I shouldn't have been alone, like I think for like those 2 hours that I was.
Yeah.
Because it's a small store and there was a lineup to the cabin.
Okay.
People all holding clothes. It was a lineup at the cash. And then this one lady comes in and she has a skirt that was purchased from Olivia that I have never seen in my life.
Okay.
I have never seen this skirt in my life. And she wanted to return it.
Okay.
And she didn't have the bill.
Okay, wow.
And I was like, okay, no bill. I have no idea where this item came from, but there is a tag on the item.
Okay.
Fair enough. So then I talked to her and I asked, like, when was it purchased? Like, how did you get this item?
Yeah, where did you get it? Did you get it from here? Yeah.
Yeah, so she was saying, like, I got it from here.
Okay.
Which in my mind, I thought could have been something that was, like, left in the warehouse for God knows how long. And then they just took it and put it on the floor to sell. And then this woman happened to see it, picked it up, and bought it.
Yeah.
But normally, even if that's the case, like, it's final sale. Because at our store at the time, the policy was you have 14 days to exchange or receive a store credit.
Okay.
We didn't give money back. And we actually couldn't do it through, or we were told we couldn't do it through the credit card system.
Credit. Okay.
Okay. So she's like, I want my money back. Like, I don't want this item anymore. And I told her, I'm like, look, the policy here is 14 days to exchange or receive a credit note. And she's like, what? She's like, nobody told me that. If I'd known, I wouldn't have bought it. I'll never forget what this item was. It was a pencil skirt below the knee with a cheetah print, but it was like a cheetah print, but it was all orange with like patches of black cheetah.
Wow.
So like, it looked like it was so old. Like, anyways, so the item was old.
Yeah.
I couldn't refund her money. There was no bill. And I'm explaining this to her and the situation, and she's like, I want my money back, I don't care. And at this point, there's a lineup at the cash, there's a lineup at the cabin. And I kept telling her, like, I'm so sorry, like, I'll give you a store credit, it's not a problem, we can, like, do that. She's like, no, I want my money back. She was insistent. So I called my manager and I explained the situation. And she goes, no, like, you have to give her a credit. That's the store policy. You can't do that. Especially like if it's an old item, which she had claimed she bought like weeks ago, which already there, you're past the 14 days, and it's not an item that like we could probably resell.
Okay.
So my boss was like, no, there's no way. You have to tell her. And then she was causing a scene in the store while there's these people.
Oh my God.
And I'm like young at this point, and I'm like, okay, lady.
You were like, oh my God, what should I do?
I don't know what to do at this point. Like, I'm really sorry. I was like trying to put myself in her shoes. Like, I totally understand where you're coming from. She did not leave. And she refused that I would serve other clients at the cash at the same time we were talking, which first of all, you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
I was just trying to help the other people get through the line.
Go faster,
She would stand in front of the people and like stop me. Like really rude, to the point where like I started getting scared because I'm like, she's coming off aggressive.
Yes.
So I had to call security.
So you call security?
I had to call security at this point because she's getting upset to the point where like she'll block a customer from coming in.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, you're causing a hostile environment now.
Okay.
So I was telling her, look, like I'll have to call security. Like this is all we can do. And she insisted. And then like I called security. I'm like, can you please like come help? Because like I'm alone in the store and like there's nothing I could do at this point.
Okay.
And once like I ended up getting off the phone with security never came.
They never came, okay.
I called again and she's like, okay, I'm gonna leave. And as she left, she took like clothes off the racks, threw them on the floor, took clothes, threw them over there, walked out of the store, pulled it from the rack. And then she was just like hitting things and like walking out and causing a scene. And I'm there like,
What like experience. Oh my god.
All the customers saw this.
Yeah.
They were in line, like watching me. I swear I could have cried.
Yeah.
I did not, but
Did
I
not.
could have cried. Like I was just like, oh my god.
Inside,
Yeah, like what did I do to like deserve this crap right now? But I felt really bad. Like after working there a bit longer, I realized I probably could have gave her back cash.
Yeah.
But also, like, my boss wouldn't have wanted that because it was a very old item. And at that point, like, it's not. I just, like, really went on a rant. I'm sorry.